Fade me in, baby.
Okay.
Hello.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hi. Howdy.
We actually timed that really well. So the baby woke up for his 4-hour medicine.
Yeah.
And so now he's over there playing.
Yeah. So we were on the topic of the Maui.
Yeah, we were. It's just sad. Like, I can't. Just breaks my heart to think of some of the situations and thought processes and things that these people were thinking about in this situation. It's
Yeah.
really sad.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else is happening in the world other than that at the moment. That was just something that caught my eye
Well, and then
on the news. So I
whole,
don't
the whole
actually listen to the news, but I play it on TV while I'm working because I listen to music while I'm working.
you
So
have to have some type of noise intake where I can't handle noise intake.
yeah. Does it bug you?
N-
Like the music part? Is it distracting?
No, that's not distracting. What's more distracting to me is when you are talking out loud thinking that you need a solution to something, and that's not what you're doing.
Oh
You're
no,
not
I'm
looking for
processing.
yeah. That to
I
me, it's
process out
so
loud.
I'm like, I feel I'm the problem solver, and so
You think that I'm
if
trying
you're
to
talking
talk
out
to you?
loud, you're asking me a question to solve
No.
something for you.
And that's why I have the music on
Yeah. So
to drown myself out.
I'm having to like train myself to be like, oh, he doesn't want my help. He's just getting through.
No, yeah, I work through things out loud,
Mm-hmm.
even by myself. Like, I could be in a room by myself and I'd be like, fuck this. This is not fucking working. I need to do this. And then I'll start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I vocalize it,
Yeah.
vocalize my thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we communicate so well, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
I you are definitely a better communicator than I am. I am working on it, but the way of which we communicate with each other is very high standard, high level. Yes.
Yeah.
Communication is key.
Yes, ma'am. So,
I'm sorry. I
that's,
hate I hate
I hate to. What do you hate to?
getting any sort of communication.
You got
I know my
a little
hair.
hair going out
My,
there.
my wait, which side is it
That
on?
one.
I'm like, what side is it on?
It's hard.
Um, yeah, I hate getting any type of communication from that
That's all right.
side.
You want to? I mean, let's
It fuck
hang on. Let's address the elephant in the room.
pun intended. Uh,
Well, he had to take her for a walk.
indeed he did. Uh, I just it just goes I just have to keep reminding myself how unhappy he is because he keeps lashing out and reaching out and being like, I'm watching you. People are telling me like
Dude, it's not like we're not putting shit out there for the world to see. Hello.
right,
Hi.
right.
Hello, the entire world.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just like, and then in that message, he's like, oh, you've burned all of the bridges and this and that with everybody. And I'm like,
If they're not a part of my life, that's their choice.
yeah. I mean, besides my,
There's nothing that we're not putting out in any of our content that is directed towards anybody in particular, except for my last whenever I said the elephant in the room. That was definitely for somebody watching. And I hope you take direct offense to it.
yeah. And I don't even so much, and I've even changed my mind and my mindset about the how of which I share my story and my content because it's like he doesn't deserve any more mental space in my brain than he's already gotten.
No.
He doesn't deserve a thought process. He just doesn't. So, like, I just have to remind myself and it's taken me a lot to get to this point. And
He's just a boy child.
the way of which I used to react to these messages is a lot different than it is today. Granted, I know I am exactly 2 years out
Mm-hmm.
from this whole shit show of a real person of who he really is.
Yeah.
And if I mean, granted, I guess eventually at some point I'll be allowed to actually share the messages that have
Oh yeah.
that truly show who he is as a person. And it's
Mhm.
like, and he's like, oh, all of this can be fact checked. And I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely it can. I got the
Yeah.
receipts.
Actually, thanks for the content.
Honestly.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for your continued content support.
Yeah. The both of yous. Yeah. So like, and then
It's called freedom of speech.
it is. And to that, like, how do you know it's for you? Like, why are you
Exactly.
assuming that it's for you? Are you the? And so here we go. Here
And
we go.
even
Here we go.
even to the supposedly the other people that
Right.
let her talk and shit. How
Yeah.
you know that that's for them?
Right. Okay. So here we go. Here's the other kicker. If you found offense or trigger to what I said, you found some truth in it.
Or you felt it was about you.
Ooh. There again,
You
found some truth in it.
So fact check away. I didn't say fact check. I said fact check.
Yeah. So I just find it comical that you feel like you need to like. Why? Why are you so worried? And why do you feel
are
like
you
it's
still
about
tuning
you?
in?
Yeah.
Why are you even tuning in, bro?
I don't know. Well, supposedly it's not him.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
That everybody else is filling him
That's
in.
horseshit.
Like, I don't give a
Especially
shit.
whenever the first thing that comes out of the children's mouth while they're not here, they're obviously there, is
Yeah.
guess what we watched tonight?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but it's somebody else that's coming from somewhere. Dude, whatever. Go somewhere else with that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
YouTube will tell you who your viewers are.
yeah, they do. In case you didn't know, which you probably didn't. Not too smart.
It'll tell you the email address. It'll tell you the screen name. It'll tell you the account, the location, tell you the age demographic. YouTube
And-
analytics will tell you a lot.
And I'm right here.
Yeah.
I got nothing to hide.
No. And to that, here, if this is for you, this is your open, like this is your open call. That if you have a problem with what it is that I'm talking and you would love, you would let me finish.
You can even leave a comment in the
no,
comment section.
No. Hang on. This is my open invitation to you that if you are,
let me get you the direct shot.
Here we go. This is my open invitation to you that if you feel like what I'm actually talking about is about you and you feel like the facts are not right or that you had a different viewpoint of whatever it is that happened, you are obviously going to have a different viewpoint to what happened. So this is my open invitation to you. Either you're more than welcome to come in here and have a seat on this couch and let's talk it out like human beings and adults, because obviously this one right here has moved on. But well, I shouldn't even say but. This one right here has moved on. And so even if you don't want to come here and you don't want to sit down and you don't want to have a conversation because you can't face what you actually have done, you're more than welcome. I can send you a link and we can do this like virtually. But what I am telling you is that this is an open conversation. And I think a lot of people would love to hear like your actual like viewpoint of it. Like you have a voice as much as I have a voice. I'm just choosing to actually broadcast my voice and not be held in the dark and to not be victimized any more than what I already am. And so there's a holograph of you. So this is my open invitation to you is that if you've got a problem with what I'm saying, I challenge you to man up and come in and have an actual conversation. And there's actual receipts of that as well that I've invited you to be like, hey, let's
You would
have
have to be a
conversation.
man in order to man up. It takes a sack to man up. Just saying.
The words from me. I don't mean you any discredit by saying that. I'm just trying to say the words that I'm owning And what
Yeah.
I am saying is this is a open two-way dialogue if you want it to be.
Sure.
So please do. Let's have a conversation. And
It's-
there's a lot of power in that for me being like,
Oh, yeah, there is.
come sit down.
It's just been my experience that as a man, I have approached you in several instances in which you have no words. You can't even look me in the fucking face.
Much less the eyes.
You can't even look at me in my direction
Same. Same.
because I treat your daughters really good and I take care of them.
I don't know.
That's what you have against me? Okay.
I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to assume what actually offends him or triggers him. I'm just saying that it's like, grow up. Let's have an actual conversation about it. And if you want to take notes from previous episodes and be like, I want to talk about this, this, and this, great.
Go
Let's
for
do
it.
it. Let's fucking do it because I know I told my truth.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
I have a lot to say, but I would like to say it to your face like a man.
I would just like to have, I just keep wanting to have that conversation. Like, you know, that I've asked this particular person several times, be like, hey, you ready for that conversation yet? You ready for that conversation? Like, I keep like, you think
Yeah, well, what is the response?
it's either don't answer the
Let's
question.
fact check the response, right?
Yeah, let's fact check the actual response.
You want to go there?
And
You wanna
fact
go-
check.
Let's actually, we'll go ahead and post these because we can do that. We can fact check the response.
Oh, that I've been like, hey, are you ready
Yeah.
to have that
So I'll
conversation yet?
fade them into this.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah. I mean, I've asked for them
Yeah.
and I've either gotten
fact
no
check.
response or I've gotten when all the court shit's done
Really?
or whatever. Like, yeah.
Honestly, that's not going to happen because we're not going to stoop to that bullshit level.
No.
But this is just the interaction that happens. You know us. You all know us by now. This
Yeah.
is how open dialogue
God,
is.
that felt so good and so empowering for me to be like, I'm not going to be bullied by you anymore. And
Yeah.
you are more than welcome to come in here and have it. I am so confident in the answers and the side of the story that I fucking gave. Come in and let's have, like, oh my God, that feels so empowering.
Good job.
Thank you. I just want to sit in that for a minute.
That's good. I have.
Damn. That felt really good.
I'm glad. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm not going to, and I'm assuming that he's probably like,
You guys don't understand what that took for her to do that.
no.
She's still trying to download how she just did that.
I'm trying to download the feeling behind it all. Like the legit feeling of even like him sitting right here. Like, not that it would happen, but maybe it would happen.
No, the idea of it happens.
Let me work through it. Like the idea that he would even be able to be like, I fucked up a lot.
Yeah, but
He wouldn't do it publicly, no.
No, nor would he do it here anyways. He wouldn't do
No.
it to your face.
No.
This person is not a person that can admit to fault.
No, not easily. Mm-mm.
Not ever, from what I understand.
I want to give the space for benefit of the doubt, I guess. I
I'm
don't
giving
know.
perspective from my perspective, from what I've understood from every person that I've talked to about this person
Mm-hmm.
that has come to me with the information they've come to me with.
Right. I'm aware. I'm just getting that.
And it's not only people that are connected between us, because again, if you want to go back and fact check some shit, there's people that I know that know you that I knew before I knew her. So if you really want to fact check some shit, dude, you go somewhere else with that shit.
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that I know that you don't know that I know. that you probably don't even know that I know that you know.
Yeah.
Small world. I know a lot of people.
Yeah. Mm, yeah. But I'm open for a actual conversation, a grown-up conversation, a grown-up dialogue
Yeah.
where an adult could actually sit down and be like, "Well, you said this." "Okay, well,
But
okay,
you've
and that made you feel how?"
but you've done a lot of work, and this goes back to a conversation about putting in the work on yourself before you're ready to move on to work on a relationship with someone.
So, I went through so much therapy that I was given a list of 20 things of self needs. 20 I still have all the paperwork. 20 things, and she told me to pick 10. And we worked on those 10 because I had to number them 1 to 10. Like, out of the 20, I had to pick 10, and then I had to number the 20 or the 10, like, in order of what was most important to me, and it was about how do I meet needs for myself, all the way down to how do you self-fulfill the need for a hug? How do you s
Sponsored by Liquid Death.
We are not sponsored, but we would like to
Coming
be.
soon.
Coming soon. But have done a lot of work in the fact of, like, man, when I feel like I need a hug, like, I need a hoodie, like,
Or you ask for one.
or I ask for one. But, like, I put in the work to get, um I put in the work to actually, like, figure out how to meet my needs myself, whether that was conversation, thoughts, physical hug, cuddle, whatever the hell it was. The biggest thing for me was physical touch. And how do I fulfill that without legit, you couldn't get it outside of yourself?
Yeah.
That was a big recognition for me of how much external seeking I was doing as a human and as a person, and that's one of the first ones that we dove into, and it was, like, all of these different things of, like, having to try that gave the feeling of fulfillment.
Yeah.
So, that's how deep in fucking therapy you should be going, and if you don't have a therapist that's not making you do the work,
Yes and no.
you need to get a damn
Depends. I
therapist.
think it depends on what you've been through, what two you're
I'm
currently dealing with,
I'm not
and three what you need to work through.
I'm not saying like, that pinpoint of a thing. I'm saying that, like, that's how deep of a level your therapist should start at. Like,
Sure.
I'm not saying, like, across the board that's everybody because my situation is not everyone's. What I'm getting at and
Unfortunately, it
saying
is very
it is common, but it's not everyone's. What I'm saying is it's that find a therapist that you're deep diving into things with instead of
somebody that's trying to
feeling
pull things out of you.
like you're paying your best friend for a therapy session,
Yep.
because there are therapists where you legit just pay them and you feel like you're having a conversation with your best friend. It's like, I got a best friend for that. She
Yeah.
ain't telling me how I actually really do fix this stuff.
Or how to really be real about working through it. No, you're
Yeah.
fucking up with this part of what you're trying to do, and you're
Yeah.
not doing it right,
Yeah.
and you need to do it this way.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of rework that I had done. There was a lot of rework
So
that I
tell
did.
me what you worked on. No, you did that wrong.
Yeah.
You need to go back, redo it again,
Mhm.
and do it like I'm telling you to this way.
Mhm.
And then you come back, nope, you still fucked it up. You still did it wrong. Go fucking do it again.
Yeah. Yep. No, she did. She was amazing. I would still see her, but it's like she's such a stringent therapist that it's like when you start
Or when
seeing
you're good
her,
at something, I mean, you gotta,
yeah, yeah. She's very, very structured, and
you can't let people, and I understand that mindset
Mhm.
100%. You can't. And we
Yeah.
live by that to a certain degree too. You can't let that negative bullshit pull you in or pull you down. And she's running a business as well.
Yeah, she
And
is.
she's got to be professional about what she's doing. And
She's
so
really
she
good.
holds herself to a standard and she's not letting that standard. I appreciate that about a person.
Mhm. I do too. Yeah, she was phenomenal. But that's just it. Is it's like I that's why I wanted to sit with that for a minute because I
Yeah, you
don't
did great.
want to.
Actually, no, nobody really understands what that feels like until they've actually done the work to get to a point that they can release that way.
Well, it's like, how do you? This is, and I'm gonna sit him up. Hang on, and then I'll finish
That's
my
all right.
thought.
I'm just gonna leave it there. We will wait. Well, yeah, it takes a lot just to fathom the thoughts of being able to put yourself in the mind space to put all of those words out there like you did.
Yes. Well, and to that, so my mental thought process and going through all of that was, I am going to sit down and have a conversation with someone that I genuinely loved at one point.
At one point, yes.
At one point, I genuinely loved this other human being. And now I am going to sit down and have a conversation with him as just a human being.
Yeah.
And that to me is what I was sitting with. Was
Well, the fact that you're able and willing, first of all, willing
Mhm. Yeah.
to do it.
Mhm.
Then second of all, able to do it because of the physical and mental abuse that one laid upon you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Means so much even to me. I'm sorry, I've got the camera on the wrong person because I'm talking.
Okay.
Man, I'm bad about that. But that means so much to me as well because it tells me how much, honestly, it tells me how much you've grown past all of the bullshit and what mind space even you're in for us. It just says a lot to me.
What does it say to you? Like, how do you feel about that
A
whole
lot of,
situation?
well, so my perspective is if you were to say this to someone that has it, maybe even lived the same circumstances or been in the same circumstances or understands it, or eh, I'm just speaking like if I was a boy child, if you will. Okay.
Mhm.
If I was that person, I probably would not have taken the conversation like you did. I probably would have taken it something like this. Probably would have gotten jealous first. I probably would have gotten more standoffish second. Like, hell no, you're not bringing that person in here. Or I'm going to beat his ass or whatever. And you probably honestly think you're so fucking scared, anyways, for whatever reason. I have no fucking idea. But
He's scared because he knows his truth.
honestly, you probably should be fucking scared because two people with vest on told me if they could take their vest off, they would have. And they would have done it for me. So maybe you should be scared. I don't know. Because they looked your past up and your record up and who you are up and the stories that they've seen.
Our town's a small town.
Yeah. You're not liked, dude.
You're tolerated. There's a difference.
You're not even a true fucking human being. You're not real on any level. You're not a man. You know what a man does? Go back and watch the other episodes. I built it out for you.
It's
And I'm not
okay.
being cocky. But go back and look up the meaning of being a man and a provider and building a foundation and building a family and having core values and morals and putting God before yourself. Be a man. And then come fucking talk to me face to face like a man. And if that means you need an ass whooping, then maybe you do. I don't know. But first, be a man. I challenge you to at least do that. At least be a man. But how it made me feel, I'll go back to that. How it made me feel was the fact that you have grown so much through all of this that you are able to actually put the mind process of it to work. And you show me daily that you've not ever since day one have ever felt like you were ever stuck on this person or ever wanted to go back to this person. I've never felt that out of you anyways. And so for me to be jealous would be a stupid thing anyways. But I do know that there are other guys out there or boys or whatever you want to call them that would probably get jealous in the fact that you want to speak to this man again or boy, whatever you want to call him. I call him a boy because a man would have already addressed me as I've addressed him several times. So for me, I see a lot of growth in you just for the mere fact of you're willing and able and have made the request for communication face to face. And to be honest with you, I don't even think you can look itself in the face and have this conversation. That would take him having to tell the truth to his face.
Yeah.
So if he can't tell himself this to his own self, whether it's to a mirror or putting a set of headphones on and listening to yourself talk,
Yeah.
just even that, and he couldn't do this. He couldn't look at this microphone and listen to the words that are coming out of his mouth. There's a lot just in this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have to have the face part. If I can sit here and listen to myself talk, it better be fucking truthful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, why waste your breath?
Yeah. And I'm not saying that like I was perfect in our marriage.
You've made that pretty clear.
Oh, yeah. I've made that very clear.
You've told me this. I've told you I wasn't faithful in my marriage. I mean, we've
Right.
had these conversations. We're not
Right.
afraid to have these conversations.
Right. But I was also strong enough to walk away and be like, no, I'm good. No more. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I honestly was able and strong enough to say, I'm good. And I don't know why. I don't know why you don't want to sit down and have a conversation. Like, and I've even asked to have this conversation or conversations. I think he needs a diaper. Um, I've even asked to have these conversations, like not recorded, not here, just us somewhere having a conversation. And even that has been turned down and villainized. And there's nothing hateful or villain or malicious about having a conversation. Because in our conversation, I am willing and have owned what I believe are my failures. Not what you believe my failures are, but what I believe my failures are. And what I believe I could have done better at, and what I believe I was a failure at. So I don't want to assume why you won't have a conversation, but I find it very petty that you need to send messages in regards to what I am doing and that I do have a voice. And so that's why the invitation also went out is it's like I think that there's some healing that could happen there for both of us that you could sit down and maybe learn a little bit about yourself. I know I've learned a lot about myself and what I want for a relationship. Yeah. I really just don't know what else to say. I feel like a broken record because it would just be really it'd be really weird to sit down and have a conversation with you. I mean, I literally don't think I've exchanged more than I would say more than 10 words. It's probably been less than 10 words with you since Thanksgiving of 2021. Yeah, Thanksgiving of 21. Since that day, you have refused to have conversation. So, but I think you're still, I don't know. I mean, from the messages that are coming across, like I feel like you're still filled with so much hate. And I hope that heals for you. I really do. I really, really do hope it heals for you because you deserve to be healed. You deserve that. You deserve to have a better quality of life, just like I deserved to have a better quality of life. And I think that there's a lot of bravery for stepping out and saying, you deserve better, and so do I. And obviously, because you proclaim you are so happy. You proclaim that you are so freaking happy that but yet at the same time, you also want me to apologize for everything that I've done. So it's very conflicting and very confusing that you want me to apologize,
What
but
are you
you're so
apologizing for?
happy. I'm getting at some of the messages that he's sent across that, he keeps sending these messages like you need to apologize, you need to apologize, you need to apologize, but you're also so happy at the same time. So it's like, why would I apologize that you finally found your true happy? Why would I apologize because you finally found your true? I released you of something that was not making you happy, that was not fulfilling, that like, if that's the case, like, what am I apologizing for?
I don't know.
That's the confusing part, right? And so that's a valid question that I would love to like sit down and ask him and be like, what is it you want me to apologize for? Like genuine, no smart ass, not the Jen being sassy, spicy, whatever. This is just a genuine question. Like, I want to understand how your thought process is. What do you want me to apologize for? But you can't answer that question. I've asked.
Yes, you have. Fact check.
Yeah. Like, and I don't ever want you to feel like my communication with him is
No.
because I truly am genuinely 100% dedicated and checked into our
I know this.
relationship.
I'm here.
I know you are. So
Right
it's
here with
just,
you every day.
and I love that so much. Yeah. It's very, It's just a very weird place for me in moment and feelings for me to genuinely be able to to think about looking over and being able to have just a conversation with him.
Yeah.
That's and know that there's like legit no fucking feelings there. Like there's no hate, there's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no it's not like a I'm numb, I've checked out feeling. It's
No,
a
it's the fact that you can have the actual conversation without having to have feelings
yeah, I don't have to be mad.
or sad or angry or
No, I don't have to own any of it. And so here's something that you missed out on while you were in the other room. I said, I'd be willing to sit down and have this conversation with you and take on and own the things that I messed up on.
yeah.
Not the things that you think I messed up on, but
Yeah.
the things that I know I messed up on.
And you're talking about the manipulation of I'm going to throw everything in your face that I'm doing to you right now
Right.
and make it seem like this is what you're doing to me. Is that what
Right.
you're getting at?
Yeah. Or just
I got
like,
that.
okay.
I'll let you elaborate.
Yeah. Like the mindset component of like, because I history being what it is, like just being like knowing he's not going to be able to just be like, oh yeah, I owned that, or like I don't know, I don't I don't know how to put it into words. Just poor baby just fighting life. You gonna hold him, Daddy?
Sure, I'll bring our boy.
Our sweet little man. He probably doesn't want that bottle. Did he? Hi, Mr. Man. You tell the world hello. I'll probably grab the mic at some point and try to talk. Hi, can you hear Mama? Mama. Mama. Good job.
This is what I do.
I like to put the whole mic in my mouth. It's okay, just a light bulb.
This is what I do.
Yummy.
This is what I think Mom and Daddy do. So this is how I do it.
Good job.
Can you say
Keep going.
hello?
Keep going.
Hello.
Hi. He can see himself. And that's like the first time I think he's seen himself up there. Yeah, good job. Daddy, you'll hold the headphones? No? You want those off? Okay.
I want this.
Mm-hmm. He may sit on the couch if you just want to set him here. And we can keep him from falling off. Hi. Hi. I'll hold your hand. Oh, my daddy. Sweet boy. You thought you were going to break him of the thumb sucking. He's been doing that since he was in the belly.
I could have if I really wanted to.
Yeah. It brings him so much comfort, though.
And that's why I haven't, because you love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to allow it for
The kindergarten years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. I want to throw up everywhere.
Will you bring him a toy too? Here we go. Yeah. Good job. I can't tell if we have an ear infection or if we're teething, but we are just not happy. I see you, baby.
But don't believe them people. I'm very happy. Look at me.
I know. I'm
very happy boy. A happy boy. Show everybody a tongue.
So yeah, that's just where the feeling that I was at, that it would be like, wow, like to even be able to not have that rush of anxiety that I used to have, like just running into him and having a conversation, because I know where I'm at and I'm so solidified with who I am and where I am, that I know that I could have a conversation and have them point out like, oh, but you did whatever, and then me be able to be like, okay, well, that's your perspective, like, because I know what did or didn't occur.
Yeah.
Little ham.
What's it
I
talking about me,
see
mama?
you. I see you, baby boy.
I bet.
I hope, and I've got hopes that maybe someday he's able to do enough self work and be able to sit down and have a conversation.
I hope so. Sorry, I had to wipe my mic off from
He slobbered all over it.
those slubbers.
Thank you for being so understanding, and thank you for celebrating with me on the emotional victories and physical victories for
Absolutely.
me.
You're my queen.
Thank you. What do you think that, like, because you said about how it makes you feel, but then you also made a statement about how and or what it is for our relationship. And so what do you what does that mean to you? Like, what does that statement mean about, like, it even shows where you're able to be for our relationship?
It just tells me that you're emotionally stable enough to, and not even, I don't even like those words. You're grown up enough, like you're an adult,
Mhm.
then you act like one.
Mhm.
You could still be in a different place where you portray yourself as like this person is doing, portraying themselves as one thing and acting as another. But in this relationship, that is not the case. And maybe that was the case in the past relationship. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Mhm.
But it's not the case in this one. 'Cause we're very much open books with each other.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that makes us open books with each other.
Mhm.
So there are things about the past relationships that I appreciate for this relationship that maybe you don't appreciate, but maybe you do appreciate at the same time. And the fact that you went through those things and you know that you don't want those things. So you know that's why you got into the relationship that you're in now,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because you did enough self work on yourself to know what you want
Yeah.
out of a partner. And you know that you aren't willing to accept any less than what your standard is,
Yeah.
nor am I, nor are you allowing yourself to even be a person of maybe you were in the past, nor am I allowing myself to be a person that I was of the past because I needed to self soothe, self numb, or also check out on the other person because the other person already checked out fucking 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
there's just a whole lot it's not something that everybody can understand.
No.
It is
No.
something that I believe, and I hate to use this ever as a reference, but I factually know that this is true, that half of you understand this.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Like from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry that you've had to live through the shit that you're going through.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you were treated like shit,
Mhm.
because so was I.
Mhm.
I also treated someone like shit too back,
Yeah. It wasn't
and I'll own
perfect.
it.
Yeah. It
Like
wasn't
I've
perfect.
got no problem owning my shit. I'm a man.
Yeah, but there, and also too, it's like there's a reason that relationship's over. you know?
Hell yeah. It just didn't end soon enough.
Right.
I didn't have, honestly, there are so many generational things that are so poured into you that should not fucking be,
Mhm.
for so many wrong reasons.
Yep. True.
Yeah, I'll leave that at that.
It's true. Bless you.
There's just so many things
Oh,
that
goodness.
that you're made to believe that you should stay in a certain toxic place and
Right.
work through the things that are never going to be work throughable. They're just fucking not. But nobody tells you that. Nobody's going to tell you that you can work all the way through that and you're going to be just fine. Actually, the people will tell you that you can work through that and you'll be just fine. The fact of that is, I'm sorry, I'll retract that statement. The fact of that is they're not going to tell you the truth of your, once you figured out that you work past that, then you can move on.
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell the person straight up, I think you should probably get out of there.
Mhm.
Not, you should stick around and try and work it out. It's what's
Mhm.
best for the kids. It's what's best for your relationship. It's what you should do this for him. You should do this for her. What you guys don't realize, the person that is telling you that is who I'm referring to, is that you're not living the shit I'm living. You're not living the hell that I'm living. And while you think it's all pretty and rainbows and unicorns on the outside, it's not that way on the inside. It's just like you guys believe in everything on freaking social media that you see and think that that's real life. Much like the people that think this is for them. They believe everything that they see is real. Down to the fact of I went to Thailand and back in 24 hours and had a full blown business trip. I did all of that in 24 hours on social media, but it was real.
Yeah. 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 There's just a lot to be said for somebody who can't move past the tearing down of another human being.
Well, and then there's that. That's a whole nother portion of a person.
Yeah. Yep. That feels it necessary in every single communication message to throw in a dig about anything, just something to tear them down. And it could be you're not a good mother, you don't have a job, you uh everything you say is lies. Like there's not well, okay. There are
Your friends are calling me.
yeah, okay, let them call you. They're not my
They're
friend then.
if they're calling you, they're not my friend.
No.
I
No.
don't know how else to put that to you, bro.
No, I'm not sad about it. Like and if I
That would be your friend calling you, not mine.
right. Yeah, I really don't care, dude. Like I'm just saying that like there's a lot to be said in the fact that, like, I can communicate in messages and I don't have to I don't tear you down. I just don't. Could I? Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
But is it necessary? No. And I've got way better things to spend my energy on. But there again, when you're filled with hate, it's all you can think about. And when you haven't truly moved on and you truly haven't done the healing, all you can do is lash out.
Yeah. It's not hate in this house. There's a lot of love
No,
in this
there's a lot of
house.
love in this house.
And look at this sweet baby.
I see him. He's so handsome.
Yes.
I love him.
Yes. Why don't you flirt with mama? Oh, okay. Let's give mama them big blue eyes.
Hi, my man. Sweet boy. Your hair's growing in.
I want these keys.
Yeah, keys, please.
You need to start your car?
Yes.
You need to make a phone call.
Oh, I can't wait to get him one of those little
You make a phone call?
Fisher Price cars. Can't wait.
You ready to make a phone call? Has your phone been ringing today?
How many phone calls you got today?
Oh, is it ringing?
They're gonna answer. Hi, handsome. Yeah. So sweet. I can't believe he's gonna be 7 months old.
Yeah, so welcome to 1:30 in the morning and a wide awake baby. And you guys wonder why we don't sleep. Well, I have a 6-month. I'm 7
He's gonna be 7 months old this week.
this week. Oh my goodness. Look at you.
He's looking at my
I'm
shoes.
looking at.
He's looking at my shoes.
Oh my goodness, gonna be 7 months old already.
Ow!
Baby boy. Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Already a movie star.
Mm-hmm. He just whoop, where you going?
Ain't coming back over here. I'm coming back.
I help you. Okay.
So heard something really cool happened earlier.
Yes. He crawled. Not like, repetitive, but it was definitely like
He moved forward.
he did.
Finally.
Yeah.
He's been in reverse
Yes.
for a minute.
Yeah. He scooped backwards all day long, but he definitely like lifted an arm to go.
And he gets on all fours.
He
but
does.
He just stays still or he rocks.
Or goes backwards.
Yeah.
Because he pushes with his hands. Yeah. Yeah.
But him's been sitting up for a while.
Yeah. He does really
It's probably
good.
since 4 months.
Yeah. He can, but he can't go from laying down to sitting up. He can go from sitting up to laying down, but he doesn't go from
Unless he has something to pull up on.
Yeah.
He will do it if he has something to pull up. He can pull up on I've seen him do it on the blanket that you made for him then with the hole in it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If he's got like something that he can grip his hands into,
Yeah.
and he can sideways pull himself up, he will.
Yeah. I crochet. I made him a blanket.
She's a master crocheter.
I love to crochet. It's a
Some
nice
really
little
pretty blankets.
It's a nice little distraction. And when I was on bed rest, it was like couldn't really.
Yeah, she
What do you do?
making blankets like
Mm-hmm.
she was trying to.
I was gonna cover the whole house.
Yeah. She could roof the house with blankets.
Yeah, honestly.
It's all right.
It is all right. But yeah.
So yeah, this is our 1:30 in the morning, baby, wide awake.
Yep. Here we are.
No interest in going to sleep anytime soon.
Nope.
Trying to get off this couch.
Push. There you
On
go.
the floor.
No, I don't want him to eat any of the wires. He can sit on the sofa.
You start your car?
Brum, 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 brum.
You got remote start? Hey.
So sweet.
Miles.
Don't talk to me.
Hey, look. The tickle? Yeah, the tickle. The tickle right there. Daddy quit. Stop it. Stop it.
Daddy know how to make you squeal.
You're sweet.
Yeah.
Say I know. You got your little bro. Little brother? Are you a little brother? Maybe you'll be a big brother.
Maybe.
No, that's not an official announcement.
No, it's not.
Nor is it a hypothetical, or is it?
I don't know.
Was it a hypothetical announcement?
Hypothetically.
So you have to tune in to Facebook or TikTok, sorry,
Oh,
for
yeah.
the hypothetical.
Hypothetically speaking. Yeah. I don't
But
know.
y'all already did that. So you know what we're talking about.
I would like, I don't know. I bounce back and forth on the thought in my head quite a bit because we are on an exciting journey with our business
Yes.
right now. And even though we're unemployed.
Yeah, don't leave that out.
Yes.
Gotta make sure you
I just don't know how I could have a work trip if I'm unemployed.
same.
Laughing, crying face, laughing, crying face.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, sweet boy. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, we don't have a support system or any family like that helps either. So since you know everything
Mm-hmm.
or think you do,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for the text messages and screenshots and all of that good stuff.
Receipts are nice.
Yeah,
Receipts are very nice.
it's good stuff.
It is. I just wish we were past this part. Like
Which part?
being
Unfortunately,
being a
I
crybaby.
have to give you a full disclosure.
Hmm.
It's never gonna happen.
I agree.
As much as you and I can wish and pray for these people to change,
God, no. I prayed for 18 years.
same. People will only change if they want to, and you got to want to change to change. And I wanted change, so I created change. Is that not how this works?
Yeah. Please don't chew on me.
I mean, please do tell me, because I will tell you, I filed for divorce. Did you?
I filed mine, yes.
All right. This sounds like two people that were ready for fucking change to me.
Yeah. And I think that the people who get filed on instead of being the filee
You
have
mean the filer? Filer or filee?
I think my terminology was right in the way
Okay.
that I said it. And I hate that you even made me second guess that.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I know you didn't do it on purpose, but I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm trying to understand filer or filee. File. I don't know. Anyways,
Being the person who
the filed.
files, being the person who drops the paperwork first, and then being the person who is served the paperwork, I think has you didn't want it. Had you wanted it, you would have done it.
Well,
And so there's a lot.
there's more to this conversation.
There is
so,
more, but hang on. Let me finish where I'm going.
Okay, sorry.
What I'm getting at is it's like there's a different mental track that versus the person who decides this is what I'm doing versus this happened to me. There are two completely different mindsets.
Hang on. You got to back up.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, wait, hang on. I think I'm just going to go on a walk.
Well, you better make it a long one.
Anyways.
Elephant in the room has gone on a walk. Yeah.
I heard it had a thyroid problem.
Probably does.
I wonder.
What does it identify as?
I wonder if elephants have thyroids. Now I'm curious.
So yeah. Well, yeah, we gotta go back to what we were talking about.
I know you
because
do that.
I'm gonna try. I've already lost track because now I'm thinking about dinosaur and elephants.
Finish your thought.
I can't go back. You had to repeat where you were at. because I've lost my thought process. Hello.
I don't know where I was.
You're talking about Filer, Filey.
Oh,
And then I
Filey.
paused you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Where did I pause you at?
I got to still do the research if dinosaurs,
Yeah,
if elephants have thyroids. Anyways, what I was getting at is there's two different, like, the person who files and does all of the paperwork and everything, and who like legit's like, I'm done. That's
Oh, you're okay. Sorry.
you
I remember where I was at. So
you
you were going into the victimization
like
part of
how
that
dare you, yeah,
person,
how dare you do this to me?
the
Like,
person playing victim.
they just have a different mindset versus the person who files and says, I'm
The
out.
person that plays the victim is the person that is delivering the abuse every time. The person that plays the victim is always a person that delivers the abuse. What do you think about that statement?
I think it's true. There's a lot of like shit on TikTok that I just have to scroll past because I'm like, I don't believe it. Like, there's just so much shit about narcissism and female narcissism, and like, I just have to fucking scroll past it because everybody has an opinion about
Everybody
it.
is a narcissist to a certain degree.
Agreed.
Everybody has that in them.
Everybody loves them to a degree. You have
Yes.
to. You have to love yourself and like yourself
Well, yeah.
to a point. But it's
Or you can't. I mean, that's a sad, depressing life.
both very sad, depressing lives. But there are things that I can't watch, I can't do. And yes, I do agree that
But yeah, if you're gonna
maybe
play,
not in every instance, but the person, like, I'm just talking about there's two different mindsets, and it's gonna take him a lot longer, and it's gonna take her a lot longer to, or our other sides, it's going to take them a lot longer to get to where we are because we decided we were done
before they did,
fucking way before we filed paperwork. Fucking way before.
but yet you'll hear otherwise. If you talk to them, they were done. They left.
I'm so glad she finally filed the paperwork because I couldn't do it.
There are so many renditions of this fucking story.
Right.
But I wanted to add to this.
Go for
Me,
it.
me, 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 me. Pick me, pick me,
Do it. Do it.
pick me.
Pick you.
Okay.
Pig me.
So if you wanted it so bad, first of all, why didn't you file it? Second of all, if you wanted it so bad, then why did you run from it? If you wanted it so bad, why did you say it was fake? Then rip it up. And then attack me physically. If you wanted it so bad, why didn't you leave a long time ago like you supposedly left this time?
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted it so bad for the period of time that you wanted it for, why did you decide for us to spend $30,000 on building a child through in vitro?
Yeah.
If you were done that long ago with me and I'm such a bad person, yeah, dude. There are so many different times that you and from my spot where I
I
sit,
got him. I got him.
if you wanted it so bad for so long and you were so miserable because I was such a bad person to you for so long, supposedly, you had every opportunity you wanted to file paperwork all day long for days.
They had as many opportunities and options as we did. It's just the fact that we chose to execute them.
No, they're stuck still, both very much stuck on the fact that it's not what they wanted.
I agree.
And here's the facts of why. It was more convenient for them to keep us living in hell to do all of the shit that they couldn't and wouldn't do
I agree.
and
Yeah.
still won't. do.
Yeah. Well, and on my side, and probably on yours to an extent, but definitely on my side, he thinks that he still gets to. I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase this. He still thinks that I have to be the victim or the recipient
No, he's got a new one for that.
of, yeah, like, take
And
this
that's showing.
take this somewhere else, dude. Like, you
He is. It's
don't.
just because of, I mean, it's not like he hasn't been exposed to the exclusive group, right?
Oh, yeah. The exclusive club that he thinks doesn't
Yeah,
exist or didn't
the
happen.
total T.
Yeah. I wonder if I still have it.
Dude, if you're in that group, you never left it. I mean, yeah, you left that group, but you started another one most likely.
Yeah. I
Most likely.
think it was. Hang on. I need to go back and read
So,
the organization.
for those of you that don't know this, because I just learned about this thing that I'm about to tell you guys, time out. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. There are Facebook pages for you women, and I'm on your side, by the way. Listen to me. There are Facebook pages for women to go on to find out about the tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a viral thing that's happening right now. I encourage every woman that is dating a man to go check these fucking pages out.
There goes
And
another
I
one.
think you'll be as surprised as I was.
Mm-hmm.
There be dudes out there going 30 deep. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I ain't trying to get jungle rot.
Gross.
Second of all, how can you deal with more than one?
Mm-hmm.
How can you deal with 30 different personalities?
Mm-hmm. Girl. Oh, this is awesome. Dude, I forgot. I forgot she sent me screenshots of his dating profile. Oh, yeah. I'm a successful independent man.
Let me see.
No.
Don't read it out loud.
Yes.
No,
Yeah. Why?
Because I want to see it first.
That's from the attorney.
I want to laugh first before you read it.
Okay. I love that she circled some stuff. Yeah. He's a sweet boy. Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
Liar.
So it's,
You lie.
I'm a successful and independent man who loves staying active and being outdoors pretty much anything. I love off-roading and just getting out of town, looking for someone to share laughter and excitement with. She circled independent and then she circled his height.
It also says Christian.
Yeah. And it says that he works out sometimes. Okay.
Lifting a beer is not considered working out.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know how to I don't know how to.
My pinky toe's bigger than your arm, bro.
Oh. What the heck? Yeah. It's just funny. Like, I love this is here.
I love that this is here.
Yeah.
It's all right. It can be anywhere. Put it in the total T page. Somebody might need it.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you somebody will appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, maybe not. I mean, The person's standards can't be very high.
No.
After all, she's one of the ones
What do you mean?
that was cheated on,
Oh, she was one of the ones that was cheated on, yeah.
and that was in that group, and that
Mhm.
allowed it to come back. By the way, I would love to hear everyone's opinion on how they think that's going to play out.
What do you mean?
Uh, already toxic relationship.
Yeah. I don't know.
With the induction of alcoholism from both parties.
Mhm.
Two
Yeah.
alcoholics in a toxic relationship. Let's just start it that way. How do you think it's going to end?
Yeah. I think it's funny on his dating profile, the pictures that he used, I took.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't even take selfies?
No. He used
All
like
right. So, full disclosure, never was on a dating profile or a dating app.
I was.
Didn't try. Wasn't looking. I was not looking. This has got hair all over it.
Yeah. No, we chatted up for quite a while and even then talked like
This sounds like, I mean, you're over there reading a book.
honestly, I mean, there were quite a few of us in this exclusive club. They got together and like
How many exactly?
I think there's 3 of us in here right now. I
Right
think
now. Like,
I
how many
think there were
was there a total of?
I think there were 4 of us at one point, but now there's just 3 still in here. And last time I heard he was still talking to the attorney and like reaching out to her because he reached out to her and was like, "Oh, she put you on her witness list." He reached out to her and was like, "She put you on your witness list." And she was like, "Fine, I guess I'll add you back to Snapchat." Like, so I know they still talk. Like,
They be snapping.
I guess.
Snippety snap.
I mean, old
I
habits
mean,
die hard, right?
well, or do they die at all? There is that, right? So,
Well,
hang on.
okay.
I mean, there's a reason that you have to take your phone and disconnect the Bluetooth from your truck. You know you have you know you have trust issues when you have to disconnect your phone from your own vehicle while driving down the road with your girlfriend.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, it's got to be something that you do when she gets in the vehicle. There's a red flag. Red flag number 1.
Oh god, yeah. For sure.
Like, dude, all right, so just for instance, I want to for instance you real quick. Say we're going to go on our first date.
Okay.
All right, no, let's not even say first date. We're going on date number 15. I'll put it way ahead. Okay, I'll skip forward
Okay.
because by this time we have foundational things, we have values, we've laid out some groundwork,
Expectations, thoughts.
lots of things, right? So
Okay.
you're getting in my truck
Yeah.
and
You had a sexy fucking truck, by the way.
thanks. You don't like the truck I have now?
It's okay.
Anyways,
I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, you and still are, don't get me wrong. You just drive a different truck. I'm just saying, like, you had a very well put together image of who you are and what expectations you had for those around you, and you still do.
yeah, I know what I want.
Yeah.
And I still know what I want.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, we're on date 15. You jump in my truck. I'm on the phone when you jump in,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm on the phone connected to the truck when you jump in. I'm
Mm-hmm.
finishing up a business call. I'll be done in just a second, okay?
Okay.
So I'm on my call. You all right, man? You too. Have a good weekend. And I hang up.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the truck
Mm-hmm.
already.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in the truck for 5 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've heard both sides of the conversation because are we Bluetooth or are we on the phone?
No, right now I'm Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, but this time you're already in the truck and we're rolling.
Mhm.
All right. And all of a sudden something hits me. We're in the midstream conversation and you see me mess with my phone and I disconnect my Bluetooth
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have to do it for my truck. I can do it for my phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just turn your Bluetooth off.
And you watch it happen. So the next, and you're paying attention because you're tuned in
Yeah.
as a female.
Just our relationship in general, not even
Yeah.
does have anything to do with my
Okay.
gender.
Okay. We'll just leave it at that then.
Okay.
So you're tuned in to what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I turn my Bluetooth off on my phone and my phone rings again.
Well, that's dumb because you should have put that shit on silent.
Well, my phone rings again and I take the call.
Oh.
And I blow it off like I'm taking the call via the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get off the phone and your words are, wasn't that just connected to your truck?
Oh yeah. Like there's already
Just hang
been.
on. Okay. Just be simple with it.
I can't.
Just hang on. Just be simple with it.
can't.
Just play along, please.
But I can't.
Please play along.
But I can't.
I just want to be simple with it.
I can't. Who is that?
Oh, it's the same guy I was just talking to.
Oh. Why'd you take your phone off? We were listening to music. I don't want to listen to the radio.
What are you talking about?
It was playing Bluetooth music and now it's not. Like, what's going on? Did you turn your Bluetooth off or did the truck like?
Oh, I must have disconnected on its own.
Oh, let me see your phone. I'll turn it back on since you're driving.
Let's use your phone. You got any good music?
Oh,
He didn't like that.
baby.
Oh,
Baby.
what happened?
He was fine and then he wasn't. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. This sleepy boy. Oh,
I still here.
I think that I would. I mean, obviously,
You got any good music?
oh, you're gonna have to go lay down. Oh, these poor people's eardrums. I'm sorry.
You got any good music?
Well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
No.
Oh, do I have any good music? I mean, yeah, I don't mind connecting my phone.
Can you connect your phone, please?
Yeah, but you have to pull over because we can't. It won't like let you connect like while you're driving sometimes. So.
I need to pull over.
That's just fucking weird that you're willing to pull over and your phone's already memorized and you won't just turn the Bluetooth on. But okay. Sure.
Why am I handing my phone over to you so you can go through it? I got too much shit to hide.
Why do you have too much shit to hide?
Because I'm talking to 7 other girls.
That's just. What is wrong with you that you need to talk to that many women to feel fulfilled?
I can't answer that question.
I'm just asking in generic terms. Why? You ready to go lay down, go nice? I'm ready to go night. Yeah.
But I'm not going to leave you by yourself.
Oh, well, we're already an hour 19 in. So.
Maybe there's a part 3 to this.
Yeah, I think there's going to have to be. I mean, that'd get us, 3 extra days ahead of time? Okay.
Yeah.
That would be nice because tomorrow we do have appointments.
So part 3 will come and we'll be in different clothes because it'll be a different day.
Okay, I guess we're going to go put our jams on.
Well, we're already in a different day. It's 2:00.
Yeah.
And we have stuff to do.
Yeah.
So we'll record tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. We're gonna record tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, no, I think that's a little weird, and I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but I am
You want to address that?
address what?
The phone call?
What phone call?
The phone call on the call I just had
I'm not
and Bluetooth.
here's
Are you
the
done with that?
here's the deal. You've already told me who you're talking to, and shit comes out eventually. Truth comes out. Like, yeah. And here's the deal. He's gonna think he's got a lot to hold over my head because he's gonna think I haven't told you everything.
Yeah.
All the way down to the other J name.
Yeah. Well, he can think whatever he wants to think.
Yeah.
Only you haven't been man enough to face me or even have a conversation.
Yeah.
So while you think you can hold shit over her head, the only shit that's here is you.
I'm open for a conversation.
You shit bag. Not respectfully.
I'm here for a conversation, and I'm hoping eventually someday in time you can heal enough and accept the fact of what was dealt to you. And I'm sorry, and I'll apologize for this. I'm sorry that it's not the life you're having to live a life that you don't want to live. That I'll apologize for. Sorry.
That's not for you to apologize for.
But what I'm not sorry for is deciding that what I'm not sorry for is I'm trying to think of how I'm going to phrase this, which is why I repeated the first part. What I'm not sorry for is deciding what life I was going to live. So you don't get to decide the life that you get to live. You get to decide how you respond to it, and you get to decide how you're going to move on, and you get to decide the person and the human being you're going to be. So I challenge you to deal with the hate, to deal with the anger, to deal with the disappointment, to deal with the lack of control. Do some deeper dive healing on the inside and decide that you're ready to move on, that you're ready just for us to be two human beings that live on this earth instead of two human beings that hate each other, because I no longer hate you. I just hate what you did. There's a lot of there's a lot of healing in that. I no longer hate you. Just hate what you did. So, thank you for the content. Thank you for the conversation. I hope you're open to the invitation. I would love for you to come and sit down, air out what you feel like you want to air out. Do I think you will? No. Do I think it's too triggering for you? Yes. Do I feel like you are able to ever own anything you've ever done? No. And why is that? Well, a lot to me says that you're not able to or wanting to own any of it for many things. One, because you won't make a therapy appointment. Two, and I'm not talking about a therapy appointment for you. You know exactly what therapy appointment I'm talking about. And to that, when we finalized everything, it was done in mediation and not a courtroom. So,
Mic drop.
if you were truly all of it was prepared and ready to air out, I submitted all my stuff. Everything. Everything. I was open and transparent.
What did that person submit?
Not a damn thing. There again, I know my truth. So continue to send the hate. It shows who you are. And eventually, I will get to air out the receipts. I love looking over and seeing their love for each other. It's just the sweetest. He's the sweetest little boy. And that Tylenol's finally kicking in. So I think that you were a little bit scared in the fact that you didn't want what you were saying, or I don't know, whatever. But I know what I know. I know what I feel, and I know what happened to me. So that's all I have to say about that.
That's all you have to say about that?
Yeah. And if you're willing to sit down and book a time on the podcast, the link is on my website, thejenniferclements.com.
I'm sure you've been there and you know how to get there.
I'm sure you do. And there's also a link on the podcast itself if you are interested in becoming a guest.
And also, you have full access to messaging.
Yeah.
As you sent one tonight.
Absolutely.
In order to get this content rolling for yourself. So,
As
always, it's greatly appreciated for you to continue to send the engagement so that we have something to talk about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Keep sending it. And you'll continue to be the topic of conversation.
yeah, absolutely. Not everything that's made here is for you and or about you, but this one definitely was about you because you sent the message.
So I'll end this with enjoy your next walk.
Fade me out, baby.
I really do hope you enjoy your next walk with the elephant.